In this tutorial, I will briefly introduce Git and GitHub. First of all, Git and GitHub are different. If a Git repository is a folder in your file system, then GitHub is a cloud drive syncing your files to the cloud. Git describes itself as a free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiency. Version control is a system that records changes to a file or set of files over time so that you can recall specific versions later. You can do version control with Git. Every commit to a Git repository is like a snapshot with a message. You can see a history of changes to your files in commit history. You can basically understand a commit as a snapshot of your files. GitHub is a remote location to store your Git repo. It has many features allowing multiple users to collaborate more efficiently. The reason we use Git but not something like a Google Doc is that writing code is different from writing text. Everyone works on different stuff and needs to test the code as they're writing. If you use a real-time syncing service like a Google Doc, you may have to wait until everyone has finished coding to start testing. I found a diagram online for illustrating the main workflow of Git. There are 4 stages, and you need to use different Git commands to move the changes to files between these stages. The first one is workspace, aka working directory. This is where you make changes to your files. The second one is called index, also known as staging area between workspace and the repository. It is used to build up a set of changes that you want to commit together. For example, you may have made changes to 10 files, while you only want to commit changes from 5 of them. Then you only move the 5 files you want to save to the staging area. The third stage is local repo. Once you run git commit, all changes from the staging area will be saved to the local repo. There is a hidden folder in your working directory called .git. This folder is a local repository and contains the entire history of your code. The fourth stage is remote repo. Remote repo is just a copy of the local repo hosted on platforms like GitHub. GitHub is not the only hosting service. There are plenty of platforms such as GitLab, Bitbucket, Azure DevOps, etc. They all host remote Git repos and have their own unique features. GitHub is just the largest platform. In the next video, I will talk about some Git clients with graphical user interface.